Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Leah Decodes. Listen, a woman never just falls into a man's arms. She chooses him long before she ever touches him. And the truth is, if she wants to give herself to you, her body will confess it long before her voice ever does. Most men miss these signs entirely. But you're here, which tells me you're not like most men because somewhere inside you, you felt it. That strange shift in her energy, that softness in her tone, that moment where she looked at you like she was imagining something she wasn't ready to admit out loud. And you wondered, was that real or am I imagining it? I'm going to tell you something brutally honest right now. A woman will never risk being fully vulnerable with a man she doesn't trust with her heart or her body. Women do not give themselves lightly, not emotionally, not physically, not spiritually, but the moment she decides you might be the man she could surrender to, everything changes. And this is where most men sabotage everything because they chase the words instead of the signals. They wait for a confession instead of reading the truth that's already unfolding right in front of them. Women speak silently first. Their eyes speak. Their posture speaks, their hesitation speaks, their softness speaks. And when a woman wants to give herself to you, you will feel it as much as you can see it, but you have to understand what her signals mean or she'll think you're oblivious and pull away. So let me show you the first hidden sign, a sign most men never recognize until it's too late. When a woman feels drawn to you in that deep feminine way, her guard drops without her permission. It's subtle, almost invisible, but once you know what to look for, you'll see it instantly. Her voice becomes quieter, not shy, but careful, like she's letting you into a part of her that not everyone gets to experience. Her movements soften. Her eyes linger just half a second longer than they should. And when she speaks, she watches your face to see how you're receiving her. Not because she's insecure, but because she cares about how you perceive her. This is the feminine instinct of surrender beginning to show. And let me tell you a secret most men never hear from a woman directly. A woman's greatest desire is not to be chased. It's to feel safe enough that she wants to come to you on her own. Men think dominance is loud. Women know true dominance is calm. A man who makes her feel safe just by being in the room. A man whose presence quiets her over-inking. A man whose energy makes her feel more like herself, not less. That is the kind of man she will willingly, joyfully give herself to. So, if you've noticed a woman softening around you, if you've seen her guard drop in moments she probably thought you didn't notice, if she treats you differently than she treats other men, even in the smallest ways. She's not just being nice. She's showing you the first doorway into her trust, her body, and her world. The question is, are you paying attention? There is a moment. Every man feels it, even if he pretends he doesn't. When a woman looks at him with something she wasn't ready to admit, not attraction, not interest, something deeper, something quieter, something that feels almost forbidden. And here's the second hidden sign a woman wants to give herself to you. She starts letting you see the parts of her she usually hides. Most women move through the world with armor, subtle, polished, perfected armor. The perfect smile, the calm voice, the controlled emotions, the carefully chosen words, the I'm fine mask that hides everything real, everything vulnerable. But when she starts to crave a man, when she begins to feel safe in his presence, when she feels that magnetic pull in her stomach she can't quite explain, her mask begins to slip. You'll see flashes of her rawness. You'll catch her unguarded expressions. You'll feel her emotions shift even before she speaks. She might laugh too genuinely, admit something she wouldn't tell anyone else, let a hint of her insecurity peek through, or show you the version of herself she protects from the world. And trust me, if she does that with you, it's not an accident. Women are naturally cautious with their vulnerability. It's their currency, their shield against disappointment. They don't expose it for fun. They don't reveal it randomly. They don't hand it to a man who hasn't earned it. But when she wants to give herself to you emotionally, physically, or intimately, she'll start to test what it feels like to be herself around you. And you'll notice it in the smallest moments, moments you might have overlooked before. She gets quieter when she talks about something meaningful because she wants you to hear the truth behind her words. She vents about her day to you, even if you weren't the one who asked. She shares memories she doesn't usually talk about. She lets you see her frustration, her softness, her hopes, her fears. Not because she's emotionally dumping, not because she needs attention, but because she's slowly inviting you into her real world. You become her emotional safe room, her place of ease, the one space where she doesn't have to perform. And here's what most men never understand. A woman will show emotional intimacy before physical intimacy. Her heart speaks before her body does. So, if she's letting you see her unfiltered self, if she's letting you hear her real thoughts, if she's letting you into the softer, unprotected corners of her personality, you are not just someone she talks to. You are the man she is preparing to trust. But here's the challenge. If you mishandle this moment, if you react with judgment, impatience, or ego, she will shut down instantly. She will retreat so fast you'll wonder if the moment ever even happened. She needs to feel that you can handle her softness without using it against her. She needs to know her truths are safe with you. She needs to see that you are grounded, not rattled by her vulnerability. Because when a woman is preparing to give herself to a man, she is not just giving her body. She is giving her trust, her surrender, her emotional loyalty. And this second sign, this emotional unveiling, is her way of asking a silent but powerful question. Can you handle the real me? There's a very specific shift that happens in a woman when she starts seeing you as the man she could give herself to. And it's not loud, it's not dramatic. It's not flirtatious or playful. It's something far deeper and far more dangerous for her heart. She starts positioning herself in your world, not physically, emotionally. Women do this without even realizing it. It's instinct. It's subconscious. It's the feminine mind calculating safety, chemistry, possibility, and desire all at once. And here's the third hidden sign, a sign most men never pick up on. She pays attention to the details of your life and starts aligning herself with them. You'll notice it in the smallest, almost invisible ways. She remembers the things you said casually. She brings up something you forgot you even told her. She knows what makes you irritated, what makes you calm, what makes you laugh, what makes you withdraw. She asks about your routines, your habits, your thoughts, your goals, because she's imagining where she could fit. This is not friendly interest. This is not curiosity. This is emotional investment. Women don't do this with men they're unsure about. They don't do it with men they don't trust. They don't do it with men they don't feel deep attraction toward. When a woman wants to give herself to you, she begins studying you, not to judge you, but to understand you. She wants to know how you think, how you feel, how you operate as a man, not because she's trying to control you, but because she's trying to connect with you. And here's the part most men miss. She stops treating you like just another guy and starts treating you like a man who matters. Her tone shifts, her attention sharpens. Her energy becomes intentional. She doesn't want to annoy you, but she wants to understand you. She doesn't want to overwhelm you, but she wants to know your world. So she listens, really listens. She observes quietly, carefully. She mirrors your pace, your communication style, your emotional rhythm, not to be fake, but because she's syncing with you. This is feminine alignment, and it is powerful. Most men think attraction is physical. Most men think desire is something a woman expresses through her body. But women don't offer their body first. They offer their attention, their emotional presence, their curiosity. If she leans into your world, if she takes interest in your thoughts, your patterns, your dreams, if she studies the way you move, speak, react, if she remembers the details that even you forget, she's not doing it for fun. She's doing it because she is imagining herself in your life. And here's what you need to know. A woman will never surrender herself to a man whose world feels unstable or uninviting. She needs to feel like stepping closer to you won't cost her peace. She needs to sense that her presence fits naturally, not forcefully. She needs to know that the version of herself she becomes around you is a version she likes. So if she's placing emotional energy into understanding you, if she's weaving herself into the edges of your life, if she's connecting dots you didn't even know were visible, she's not just paying attention, she's choosing you in silence. And whether you realize it or not, that's her way of saying, if I gave myself to you, would I be safe in your world? There's a moment where a woman's desire stops being theoretical and becomes real, a moment where her mind, her emotions, and her body all shift toward one direction, you. And most men don't recognize this moment even when it's happening right in front of them, because this fourth hidden sign isn't loud, it isn't dramatic, it isn't sexual. It's something far deeper and far more revealing. She becomes nervous around you, but not in a weak way, in a feminine way. Let me explain. When a woman wants to give herself to a man, when she feels desire rising inside her that she can no longer fully hide, her confidence won't disappear, but it will soften. Her voice gets a little breathier. Her sentences become slightly scattered. She touches her hair, her neck, her lips without realizing it. Her laugh becomes a little too genuine, a little too free. Her eyes break contact only to come back even warmer. Not because she's unsure of herself, but because you activate something inside her she can't control. This is the feminine instinct preparing for intimacy. Her body senses the possibility before her logic even catches up. And instead of being her usual polished, put together self, she becomes slightly undone in your presence. Not messy, not insecure, just softer. And here's what you need to understand. A woman is never nervous around men she doesn't care about. A woman is never flustered by a man she's not attracted to. A woman never loses her composure around a man who means nothing to her. But when a woman wants to give herself to you, her body betrays her. Her breathing changes. Her posture shifts. She becomes hyper-aware of her own presence, her own movements, her own tone. She might talk a little faster or slower, or she might start smiling at things that aren't even jokes. Not because she's trying to please you, but because she's trying to manage the intensity of what she feels. And the most beautiful part, she only gets nervous when she feels deeply safe with you. Nervousness paired with comfort is a powerful mix. It means her guard is dropping and her desire is rising. She trusts you enough to be seen. She admires you enough to care what you think. She desires you enough that her body can't pretend otherwise. A woman will only allow herself to feel this around a man she subconsciously recognizes as someone she could surrender to. And yes, that word matters. Surrender. Not in a weak, powerless way, but in the feminine way. The way that means I feel safe with you. I feel drawn to you. I feel like I can let go around you. Men think confidence is about being loud. But to a woman, real masculine confidence is the presence she feels when you walk into a room. It's your steadiness, your groundedness, your calm. When she feels that, she relaxes. When she relaxes, she opens. When she opens, she becomes vulnerable. And that vulnerability makes her nervous in the most beautiful, sensual, feminine way. So, if she becomes flustered in your presence, if she fidgets, softens, blushes, or can't maintain her usual emotional armor around you, if she feels like her body is giving her away, she isn't being shy. She's revealing desire. She is silently telling you, I feel something with you, something I don't feel with anyone else. Now here's the fifth and final sign, the one most men never notice until it's too late. It's subtle, almost invisible, but when you see it, you'll know exactly what it means. She mirrors your energy, your mood, your gestures unconsciously, not because she's manipulative, not because she's copying you, but because she is attuned to you in a way no one else can be. When a woman wants to give herself to a man, she starts matching his rhythm. She laughs when you laugh. She leans in when you lean in. Her body language begins to echo yours. Even her breathing subtly syncs with your own. This is not casual mimicry. This is feminine psychology at work. Her subconscious is signaling, I want to connect with you on every level. And here's what most men get wrong. They see it and think, she likes me. But it's far more than like. Like is superficial. Like is casual. What she's showing is a willingness to synchronize with you, to share herself fully, to match her inner world with yours. When a woman mirrors you, her mind is quietly asking, if I open up to him, will he meet me halfway? Everything she does becomes deliberate, even if she doesn't realize it. She adjusts her tone to yours. She softens when you're gentle. She matches your energy when you're confident. She even laughs at your dry humor, not because it's perfect, but because she wants to be in your world. And if she's already doing this, pay attention. She's not doing it for attention. She's doing it because she feels safe enough, desired enough, and respected enough to invest herself in your presence. Here's the deeper truth. Women do not give themselves lightly. They measure, test, and calculate before surrendering their heart, their body, and their trust. The moment she mirrors you consistently, she is already halfway there mentally, emotionally, and physically. But there's one more thing. This is what separates men who see her signals from men who miss them entirely. She tests your response not to trap you, but to see if you're worthy of her gift. It could be a teasing comment, a revealing question, or a small act of emotional vulnerability. She watches how you respond. Calm, grounded, respectful, understanding. That's the green light. Defensive, dismissive, detached. That's when she pulls back because surrender is sacred. It is her choice. It is her power. So if you've noticed, her body softens around you. Her emotions are unguarded. She invests attention into your world. She becomes subtly nervous, yet comfortable. She mirrors your energy. Then understand this. She is ready to give herself, but only if you meet her with the right energy, respect, and presence. And now I want to challenge you. Imagine all these signs are numbers in an equation. Your awareness, her signals, your responses, her trust. If awareness plus patience plus respect masked her surrender, what's the value of your presence in this equation? Type your answer in the comments below. I want to see if you truly understand her psychology. If this video made you see women differently, like this video, subscribe for more deep truths, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this because most men will miss every sign.